Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Joining me now, Jack Field with CKP. Jack, pleasure seeing you here again in Oklahoma City. Got to sit down with you last year, so if you don't mind, reintroduce yourself and what you do for CKP.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Jack Field. I'm a crop insurance agent located in Yakima, Washington. I'm also a cow-calf producer. I work with producers throughout the Pacific Northwest as well as across the country on pasture range and forage, which is the rainfall index, as well as the livestock risk protection, which is the price protection in today's market that has been getting a lot of attention.
Yep. Well, let's talk about LRP. Kind of broad question, but what can LRP do for a producer?
LRP is a fabulous tool that we can use right now. At today's markets, you're looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of about $7 a hundredweight to protect your bottom line. LRP protects a producer from a declining cash market. So if the feeder index value drops below your coverage level, you'll have a payment for the difference. So LRP is a really good way to get a good night's rest. So we look at the values of an 8-weight steer that we'll sell later this morning that are going to be well north of $2,000 a head. You can protect an 8-weight steer in August for about $7.50 a hundredweight, which it sounds like a lot, but $77 is really not a lot when you're looking at protecting well north of $2,200.
Well, when we look into 2025 and maybe even beyond, what is something that these producers should be keeping in mind and how they can utilize LRP going forward this year?
I think the important thing is you've got a lot of flexibility depending upon your operation, whether you're a cow-calf producer, a stocker, or even a feeder. With the increased head counts, we've got the opportunity to use the unborn tool if you're a cow-calf producer not yet calving to take advantage of these high markets. There's a lot of flexibility built into it that gives everybody in the production chain an opportunity to participate, whether you've got cattle on the ground or they're still in the cow.
Well, you mentioned the premium there just a bit ago, but let's kind of talk about that because we are in a place where inputs are a big deal in what we're doing. How do you talk to producers who might be like, oh, I don't want to pay that much? What does this mean for my operation?
I think the most important thing when you look at it is we need to think about where we are and where we've been. So we're at record high levels. The feeder index was over 272.69 as of the 7th. Right now, that's actually higher than the LRP offerings are on a 13-week endorsement, but we need to realize where we've been and how quickly this can change. I mean, the market we haven't taken our foot off the gas, but should there be an issue, LRP is a great way to protect yourself, your family's operation, and your future from some type of a malady in the marketplace. It's there. The benefit is we don't have margin calls. You've got a set per head premium on the front side. You can put that into your budget and know exactly how much this is going to cost. It's just like when you're calculating your cost of gain, you want to make sure you've got all of your costs in there. This is something that can be part of that and give you a very easy push-button protection opportunity.
Well, you and I were having a pretty good discussion earlier before the interview. Regardless of where you stand on the political spectrum, big changes coming this year. What does that mean for maybe this market and how LRP can protect you?
I think as we look at it, we've all seen, and from the sales side, I had a lot of interest back in September, October leading up to the election, a lot of people that didn't know how things were going to go. And now as we've heard a lot of the rhetoric, again, like you said, regardless of where you are on the spectrum, LRP now, I think it's more important that you think about it and really look at it because we're talking about really big opportunities in the market and it doesn't take much, whether it's a movement from the Fed or we see something on the global spectrum that could impact our markets. And it seems like those have a much bigger cascading effect now than we've ever seen them before. So if you can protect yourself, do it in a hurry.
Well, real quick before we go, what website can we go to get some information on the business with you guys?
So you can go to the CKP.com website. We're there. We've got agents throughout the country. Love to help folks any size. The benefit of LRP, you can insure a single animal on up to 25,000 head.
Thank you so much, Jack, for being here with us. Don't go anywhere. We've got more Superior Sunrise up next.